Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars with Thighs, Samwise, and Toffee. Sound off.
Hello.
Perfect. So I'm on my bounty on Develtish. Thighs is on his Juggernaut Taekwondo. Samwise is on his Assassin Thurman Merman. It's a brilliant name because he's going to be Darth Thurman Merman. Like, who doesn't want to be Darth Thurman Merman?
It's a wooden pickle.
We've got the Power Tech Milu SWTOR Kando. I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize. Difficult name. We're going to start today with the Black Talon Flashpoint. So let's get started. Jump straight in and all that. Oh, fun. Also, we're using stock music this time because otherwise our YouTube videos are a little fiddly. The departures away. Yeah, so we talked to this dude. He's real pretty. Super awesome. Make sure you choose veteran mode, not story mode, because that makes it harder.
You get better XP?
Yeah, just better everything. You get better loot too. It's high level loot, but you can deconstruct it, which gives you currencies that you can use once you reach max level. Like tech fragments. Well worth it. What do you roll? They like kung fu fighting.
That's good news.
That song is well known as Eye of Tiger. Save travels. Okay, so start veteran mode. Basically, if you choose the wrong one, you just won't be on the same mission as us, and it'll fuck everything up. No pressure. And then we have to go through the conversation again. Everyone ready? Go.
Let's do this.
Wait, how do you have a companion now? Your companion should despawn. Mine just glitched. Mine says that you do.
Oh, cool.
It says that you got vet out. Do you have vet out?
No, I don't. I don't think so. I had
it's gone. It's gone now. It must have just been glitched. It should say the party is full. Unsummoning companion. But the good news is we can send our companions off on missions. So
Try not to have too much fun without me.
okay. Anyone can start the conversation. It won't let you start it without everyone present. No. In flashbacks.
I told the captain that I'll be back on the
Let's turn
bridge
music.
as soon as I've done his errand.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you aboard. I'm Lieutenant Silas, second in command of the Black Talon. We're your ride to Dromund Kaas.
I'm sure the ship will suffice. How long until we reach the planet?
Shouldn't be more than a day. The
Who said
Black
it's even
Talon makes
10?
this
It's
run
gonna
on
be
a regular
amazing.
basis without much trouble. We're primarily a transport. In the meantime, your droid's in the conference room. We picked it up with the upgrades from Geonosis. When we docked here, it mentioned your names.
Sorry, I don't know what droid you're talking about.
Oh? The machine asked for you, so I assumed you were the owner. My mistake. In any case, it seems someone wants
When
to
you
get in touch.
assume, you make
The
an ass
conference
out of
room
you
is
and
down
me.
the hall. I'll be on the bridge. And
Hashtag
you,
deep.
soldier, when you're done...
This
playing
doesn't even
Monograph,
need
get
those
back to your
letters to do
post.
that.
This isn't a
Yeah.
luxury yacht.
I'm just ass everywhere. Is that what you meant? Or did I...
Yep, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
What's this? Oh, that's the phase indicator. I need to move that.
That's
Move
right.
that down here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Beautiful. No, that's terrible. Sorry. Won't be long. I just gotta move your phase indicator. There. That's better. Okay.
You like my seat?
What seat? Where are you sitting?
Exactly.
Identity confirmed. Good day. I'm Advanced Protocol Unit NRO2. My functions are diplomacy, translation, manslaughter, and calumniation. I have a urgent message for
I like how he
you,
just
my
slips
master.
manslaughter in there.
Please stand by for delivery.
Like, it's perfectly normal.
Yeah, exactly.
What makes you think
Still not high
what
enough.
your master has to say?
I am certain you will be interested. Anyone traveling through Imperial space must listen to my master. This is Unit NRO2 to Grand Moff Kilran. You are now in contact with the Black Talon.
Well, sir, I am. and it seems you brought me just the people I've been looking for. My name is Rikus Kilran. I'm commander of the 5th Fleet, second to the Minister of War, and my personal favorite, the so-called Butcher of Coruscant.
You speak to the...
Apparently I'm just not
Dark
winning roles
Forest.
today.
Explain this interruption.
6 hours ago, the Republic engaged in an illegal border skirmish on the edges of Imperial territory. One enemy warship escaped. That warship, the Brental Star, is carrying a passenger of vital strategic importance. Yours is the only vessel placed to intercept.
Gotta win this one, surely.
Where do I come in?
Yes, I won one.
In a moment. The warship's
It was 3 words.
passenger is codenamed the General. We don't
5
know his
words.
identity, but the Republic believes he possesses military secrets.
Counting as a
Our
strong suit,
military
yeah.
secret. I trust the reports. The General must be captured or killed. Captain Orzik, the man commanding your transport, doesn't share my enthusiasm. He's disobeyed my orders to attack. Feel free to show
no.
what the Empire does to cowards. Then commandeer his ship, find the Brental Star, and deal with the General.
Sounds interesting, but you realize I don't work for free.
I certainly understand, as will the Imperial Treasury. We need individuals like you if we're to survive the next Great War.
I will lead the way to the bridge. Once Captain Orzik is deposed and our hijacking is complete, we may proceed to the Brental Star.
Okay, C-3PO.
Excellent. Then I will
Let's
proceed.
try. Just
Oh, it moved me. I was sitting on that chair, or rather sitting through it, and then it moved me after the end of the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Grab my dinner
Yeah, I
really
felt
quick.
it.
2 seconds.
Okay. They were like 70% for that. Okay, we're good.
Please move aside
Boing.
immediately.
Come at me, bro. Running Man. This is ridiculous. Oh, let's see. What other dances do we have? I've only got 3. Or a club dance too. Is it gonna play? Oh, there we go. What else do we have? We've got emotions. We've got moods. If you change moods, it changes your facial expression.
I'm sure the Mandalorian will really utilize those ones.
Yeah. He's the only one though.
Yeah, I've got all of them. It's just a shame I can't show you any of them.
Oh god.
Halt! This is a restricted area. Captain Orzik's command. You'll have to leave immediately.
I suggest you back off before someone gets...
I'm afraid I can't do that.
We're just gonna attack on site.
Command deck entry
Yeah.
hatch.
Same.
Not allowed in until we reach our destination.
Time is limited. We must proceed to the bridge immediately.
Our orders were to treat any approach as an attack. You need to take your droid and move it.
Oh, there we go.
Your
Come on,
life
come on.
is about to end.
That's better.
We must proceed to the bridge.
The character's still dead.
God damn, my healing is bad. Hell no. Hope my healing gets stronger as we go, because it's really bad right now.
Well, would I have to kick you out and get vet?
No.
If you are concerned about the loss of life, I assure you, the deaths of all injured crew members will be strategically insignificant.
Strategically insignificant.
Yes. That's how I like to describe dead people. Oops. Oh. Nope. Just sitting here like, heal. Please heal. Heal.
A lot of the time my skills aren't going off. I've got to reread them. See why that is.
I just healed you for 10,300 and I barely saw your health move. How much health do you have? Oh, I see. It's because you've got 111,000 health. That's it. Power creep is a wonderful thing.
Where are we going? Are we going this way?
Deeper into the bow of the ship. For the pew pew.
I'm a Star Wars.
I'm a war star.
True.
Yeah. Doing alright. A little worried about bosses, but it's okay. Because a healer's role in flashpoints is to fetch the Colto.
Correct.
That's shown in this meme I made. Nope. All them scans. I've scanned you all repeatedly. Let's just hope they're not X-rays, because you'll all die.
All Marines have been neutralized. Scanning for additional threats.
What's going on? Sir? Stay calm, Ensign. Everyone stay calm.
No threats found. The bridge is now secure.
You right, Tess?
Yeah. Which one should I choose?
Cooperate or die.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Consoles. We're all listening, my lord.
I can handle this, Lieutenant. I'm Captain Revenant Orzik. I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. For the record, I take complete responsibility for my actions.
I understand, Captain. If nothing else, that should make it easier on the crew.
I'm glad it's worth something. You're here because of the Moth, aren't you? You must want the Brental Star's passenger pretty badly, or maybe he just hates me. The Black Talon would be destroyed chasing a battleship. I've fought in the war before and I'll fight again, but I don't do suicide missions.
I'm not going to roll high enough to win this one. Nope. Says Captain.
Suicide was deciding you could ignore your superiors.
Wow.
Got him.
I'm surprised that I wasn't the only one rolling light side.
The captain's dead. The captain's dead.
Meanwhile, Sam was up there
Shut
being
up.
a dack.
You
Murdering
have our
people.
attention, my lord.
Hey, Sam.
What would you have us do?
Stab, stab.
I'm sorry it came to this. The rest of you don't have to suffer the same fate.
But what about the...
You have your instructions.
In accordance with Article 27A of the Imperial Code of Military Conduct, command of this vessel has been lawfully transferred. New orders are being downloaded to your consoles. Priority 1, intercept the Brental Star.
Bukara, do as the droid says and prepare to jump to light speed.
Ba, 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 ba.
Wow.
You get us demonetized.
They go all our viewers.
Powering up.
There it is. Pew, 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 pew.
Enemy is firing. Turbo lasers, missiles, and what looks like transport pods. I'm not sure.
The pods are a distraction. Return fire. Aim for their power generators. So long as they're damaged and we're not, we have the advantage.
It's true.
Lieutenant, Captain Silas, sir. Engineering is reporting blaster fire. They just cut out.
Now comes the fun part.
Damn it. It must be some sort of boarding action.
No way, really? Thanks.
Destroy the ship. With due respect, I recommend you lend a hand down there.
This is beneath me, but I'll do it.
I'll notify security.
Don't
Sam,
worry.
you
Won't let
really an
this Republic
edgelord,
scum
you.
get away.
Let's go.
I guess we'll go do it.
Let me know if you level up, because I can pop down a training hollow.
Why is everyone faster than me?
Have you tried getting good?
Like, how is that reasonable on a tank?
I've never played much of the Juggernaut, so I'm not sure. I know that with the Assassin you get force speed. So
yeah.
I'm just sitting over here scanning people, like, yep, definitely wounded. Thank you, handy dandy tricorder. Beautiful. Some of these scan animations are really cool. So something that you might not know is in a flashpoint, if you race through the elevator and go to hit and manage to get in combat before anyone else gets through the elevator, they can't come through. Which can be a fun way to troll people. You're welcome.
I'm gonna have a seizure, goddamn!
Well, because of all the flashing?
That's why they call it a flashpoint.
No, it's because I never get fully dressed for them. I thought. I'm a coming! You ran off while there were still enemies. Now you must die.
Let's get this lore object back here.
I'm coming back, I just want to keep Thighs alive. Here's a lot of health.
That's his problem.
I don't think so. I think as a healer it's definitely mine. We made it through.
Yeah, but adds a little thing to your codex and it gives you some experience.
Yeah, and I leveled up, so I'm going to put down a training hologram. Not yet, though. I don't have any hots yet, do I? No, I don't. Just straight up heals. Oh, damn. My scavenging. Ooh, that reminds me. I'll probably send to work on another mission. Okay, so don't go for the boss first. There's ads to the left and right. Unable to use in combat. Okay. That makes perfect sense, to be fair.
Droids! They're cutting through!
Hey guys, oh my god. Let's scavenge those. Loop loop.
The droid.
Will explode.
Ouch!
They explode like that. You just want to stay away from them, basically.
Should I be in the green?
Huh? What green?
Those the green circles that are put down. Should I stand in those?
Those just mean that it's friendly AoE.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean
they're healing.
Yeah. Not all of them. Like if you see a Colto field, that's healing from me. We almost got it. Shit. How much health does it have left? 12,000.
Do I get one shot?
Yeah, the sabotage
Things
droids
blow
one-shot
up
us.
on you, they kill you.
Yeah, I know that, but like you'd think that my mega health would be a little bit more than a single droid.
Yeah, I can reach you guys, don't worry. I got all yours. Where are you? There's one. No, that's not one. There's one. So I get instant cooldown on my resurrect, so make sure that if possible you let me res, because otherwise you get a 30-minute cooldown, which will stop you from doing it when you need it most. Oh, there we go.
I'm alive.
Pardon? Beautiful. And then we can loot them with some purple gear. Nice little pistol. Better than my current one. By a lot. Okay. Nice.
So I have to subscribe to use certain gear? Word.
Purple rank, yeah. Well, you can buy it with cartel coins, but yeah, the highest tier gear is subscriber. It's just so that the end game isn't technically playable free, so you get the entire game up to the end game, but you don't get the end game unless you subscribe.
Are we going to command deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damage reports from all decks. We're holding together, sir, but I don't know for how long.
I don't know for how
It's long
long.
enough, Ensign. Your life and career are at stake.
Please stand alert. Grand Moff Kilran
She seems nice.
have returned.
Congratulations, my lord. Security reports that the sabotage droids have been destroyed.
I have yet to meet a
Jesus
challenge
Christ.
I can't conquer.
Yes, of course. We've penetrated the Brental Star's outer defenses. Their next assault won't come until we enter fighter range. Another minute, maybe two.
Transmission coming in. Long range. It's a message, but it's not from the Brent.
How do the boarding pods have longer range than the fighter ships?
Is this a fighter ship though?
No, she said we're not in fighter range, right? But we just got boarding pods. So how do they have the bigger range?
I'll patch the message through immediately.
Well, because they're running, we're chasing them, and the pods come towards us.
Unidentified Imperial vessel. I'm en
Suppose.
route to your location with 16 Republic vessels. I'm asking you to retreat before more lives are lost.
Oh, off by 2.
Are you afraid there
By more
won't
than
be a
2.
ship left to
Never
find?
mind.
That I'll destroy your friends before you can reach me?
It is not fear I feel. I'm concerned for you.
Aww,
Brental
that's
Star
sweet.
is under my protection. Our
She
convoy
likes
was
us.
ambushed and I
She
sent the
really
star
likes
ahead.
us.
We will reunite. I just crippled 3 Imperial dreadnoughts. I don't wish to destroy you. The peace between Republic and Empire is fragile enough already.
Tell the Brental Star to hand over the General. No one needs to be hurt.
The General has a role to play with the Republic. Incidents
though?
like this are happening across the galaxy, but only because we let them. Leave the Brental Star to me. If you don't, then may the Force be with you. Because the men and women aboard that ship can hold you off until we arrive. And you will be defeated.
Are you still yammering?
You've made yourself clear. But I suggest you prepare to face a Jedi. And you may want to consider what that means.
Entering fighter range. The Brental Star is launching its first squadron.
All right. Now we're close enough to fly in and send a raiding party. I assume you're going.
Oh.
Whatever's necessary to finish this.
We'll be awaiting your successful return.
I advise that you proceed to the shuttle bay. The flight to the Brentol star may be hazardous, but Grand Moff Kilran has complete faith in your abilities.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, level up. Here, have some, Nope. Have some training. Is that my Colto missile? No, it's not. It's my Colto shot, but still. That's my interrupt, right? Yeah, it is. I can now shoot you with a dart. Why did this person just die?
Probably didn't listen to what he was commanded.
No, it was Tolby. He just died and dropped loot, apparently.
Oh.
But I don't think he actually dropped loot. Yeah. He's just trying to distract me.
What's that mean? The answer but guard.
Yeah. But, like, you deserved it, so it's okay.
And your Hollow statue is right there in the elevator.
Nope. Is it? Oh, it came with us.
Huh.
It shall not be left behind. Need to get a vehicle. Oops. I pressed spacebar, so the shuttle never left for me. It's so good.
Well, now you can see what it looks like when you do the right thing on my
Yeah.
screen, and what you do when you do what Tesh does.
Yeah.
On the main
The
screen.
fun thing. Right? No? Okay. Worth a shot. There we go. I've got my mount now.
Is that you knocking people down? Who's
Yeah,
knocking people down? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple different nut bombs.
That's cool.
I've got a spammable heal, but it's not very strong. But it costs no heat, so that's good. So things aren't heating up. No, Milo. Salmon moment stalking. It's following me. That did no damage, wow. Okay.
Every time I use one of my AoE skills, the game automatically has no noise.
It's like, no. I don't think
It's
so.
like it deselects the game.
Weird. Well, they don't like me. They really don't like me.
Oh well, might not get that sound back.
You alright, Sammy?
Good. Tab's not working either. That's nice.
Awesome. Sounds like everything is going according to plan.
Yeah.
All those buttons.
Oh, sound is back for some reason. Nice, thanks. So that entire part was silent.
Why? I do not understand. Oh gosh. I'll switch to my agent after this.
Why?
So I think the agent's got better healing.
Oh.
I don't think there's a problem, is there?
I don't think so.
No, there's not a problem, but it's all good. Yeah, we've got one of each class too, so it's not a bad thing. By any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, silent again. I'm sure there's some sort of really stupidly placed keybind to
mute sounds.
Keybind combination to mute sounds. Yeah.
Oh, my culture missile. How do I get that? Ugh. Not to level 26. Meow. Meow. Nice. Okay, now we need Samwise. I don't know what Samwise is. He said to boot him. Can we boot him? I don't even know if we can.
Move from group.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
And he's still in the group.
How do I
I think there's a timer. Or there's a buffering bar on his face. So.
Or a vote. Oh, yep, 10 seconds, I see what you're saying. Now we wait. There we go, okay. It's okay.
Alicia.
Taylor Shan, she's a really good DPS.
I hope you're receiving this message clearly.
I'd love to
and
be
that
able
your
to
flight
hear.
was free of incident. Please hold for Security Coordinator Ensign Bukhara.
The Marines are on their way. They'll follow you in and hold each junction you secure. Try not to take too long.
It's all gravy.
What you have is all you're getting.
No.
Thanks for the heads up.
I feel like I'm playing D&D and Foundry again.
Star's communications and security forces.
Because I'm rolling low every time.
Oh.
It is extremely likely that the crew is attempting to evacuate the general.
I think I've said like one or two things this entire
before he escapes.
We'll have the general before the crew knows what's happening.
Excellent news. I will be in contact if the situation changes. Proceed to assault all defense points between you and the target.
Okay, let's go. Proceed to assault all defense points. Okay.
You're gonna have to summon Pet to replace him.
Yeah. That's fine. Just make sure whoever you summon is set to DPS.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. We can just reinvite him then.
Perfect. How do I do that?
Sorry, my mom randomly stopped by.
Ugh, mothers. That's fine.
See, it even happens to 80-year-old men.
What?
Don't appreciate that.
Even happens to 80-year-old men.
Yeah, your mum stops by.
Oh, yeah. I see. You're pulling them all. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Yep. Yep.
We bring it to you every episode. I don't know how I missed it.
Can I just go back through the portal or what?
You should be able to, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to switch my outfit. I think it'll be better. He's so fun. Oh my god.
Security forces, prepare to fire!
Eat darts, Milo.
worry, I'm here.
Nice. Eat lightning.
Sam, can you make lightsaber noises? Because my audio is not working. I'm really missing out.
Okay. Let me just mute my audio too, so that we can really just.
Please don't.
Everyone has to make their own sound effects now. What's a scanning noise?
Who knows? Your audio's not working. That sucks.
Go ahead and
the audio on the stream's working, so that's okay. We might just stick with that.
I had the same thing happen to me just now, and I just checked my audio settings, and the sound was off.
There must be a hotkey for it.
Yeah, it's a hotkey. I remember this happening before, but I assume, you know, when you change the hotkeys on your...
No, hotkeys are per character.
Yeah.
Miscellaneous maybe? Master volume up and down? No, we want master volume off. Toggle sound, Control S.
Part of me was hoping
There you
you'd
go.
try to board this ship.
Oh, we just pulled the boss and some mobs. That's not good.
I don't remember doing that.
No, it's because we ran past them for those mobs and that apparently activated them. Either that or someone ran close and I just didn't see them.
No, you just aggroed from these mobs.
YOLO and stuff. Just everyone make sure you stay out of the fire.
Ow! God damn!
I'm so glad I got that vent heat augment, otherwise I would not be able to keep up with its healing. Jesus.
Control S.
It shows veteran, man.
Sorry, Thurman. No, it's fine. Like I'm all good. Like I think I chose the right spec.
Those mobs aren't.
Battle res me, dude.
I can't battle res you. I don't have it
use
yet.
like my Sith powers come back to life. Come on.
Only if you're like a Sith sorcerer. I don't even know if you can though with that. Come on, regenerate. Regenerate. Gonna keep you going for a little bit longer while I regenerate. Nope. Nope. There we go. We did it. We survived. Yeah, can't res you in combat. Sorry, I don't have my in combat res yet.
Oh, I got sound again.
Nice. Oh, does someone use a Colto pack?
No, I pressed Alt 3.
Oh, no, someone activated one of those emergency Colto packs over there.
Okay. Alright, now they're active.
Damn healers.
Yeah. There's my sound gone again.
Nice, we did it. That was flaming. The dungeon's really heating up. Let's heard flame-related puns here.
Culto stations that'll actually heal you.
Yeah,
but realize that.
But Iron Man, remember?
What's that have to do with the?
It's in the in the thingy. We don't use the easy mode flashpoint augments. We got this. Nice.
That sounds back. I think Control 2 for some reason is giving me sound.
Control 2? Oh, mine says Control S. Maybe it's been changed? I'm going to unbind that one. We don't need toggle sound, thank you.
Yeah, I think I did unbind it. And then...
Odd button to have. Is it just your Star Wars sounds, or is it like all sounds, like your entire system?
No, Star Wars sounds.
Oh. Got you, Milu. Oh, nice. Someone leveled. I should, summon a level spot. I'll summon you a training hologram. Can we get a moment? There we go. I have a training hologram. Does anyone have like a full inventory? Because I can summon a selling hologram too if you want. Activate our force field emitters. Beautiful. Did we get the consoles? Yeah, we did. Nice.
Yeah.
Extra nice. Trying to pop out little bits of DPS when I can to help, but I don't think it's working. Oh no! A wall! A small corner, my only weakness! Okay, what are we missing? Are we missing one? No, objective updating. Nice, here it comes! We can interrupt that way.
Oh, that's good to know. I used a force taunt.
Yeah, so when he knocks you back, he randomly assigns a new target.
Yeah, but I used a force taunt after.
If you started the channel, it won't cancel it. You got to use interrupt specifically. But we should all have one. And this should each be on like a 24-second cooldown-ish.
The force taunt seems to be like the taunt goes off fast, but the response to it seems to be extremely delayed.
Yeah, it's just the mechanic on this guy that he ignores it. So I found it was on my assassin, the force taunt's not effective either. But if he does his rapid shots and you cancel it, then your force taunt will work.
No, I'm talking about even when it wasn't.
Oh, that's odd. Very odd. Yeah, let's just regen a little bit. Yeah. Beautiful. All the regions. I'm helping.
Better.
Huh? What's wrong?
I was just saying that goop back there. Pretty bad day coming to work.
Get it, understand. Where'd you say it?
Yeah, I had no idea what you're saying there. You said back there or something.
Yeah, I heard back there. Voice changer too effective. Too changed. Oh, his loot's in the tonsil. Oh, what an inconvenience. Got him. bloop, bloop. Due to the lack of hots, I think that's why my group billing's so low. Because I don't have my AoE until level 26.
Yeah.
Whereas since the Op has so many hots, like he's able to heal the group no matter. No issue, sorry, not no matter.
Just gonna see if I can open up my settings here. Quick game, yep. Preferences. Sound. No.
That's the sound my healing makes.
What's happening?
Oh, hey.
I'm healing people by shooting them in the face. What's happening with you?
Sounds like a great technique.
It's
not
working.
a whole lot.
Super effective.
Nice.
I create the bleeding, and then I staunch the bleeding, and then I am the hero officially.
Yay.
Alright, it's unbound.
Nice. Let's hope that fixes it. Fingers crossed.
Ridiculous.
It's just such an odd keybinding to have. Ah yes, I want to be able to mute everything on a moment's notice.
But also, let's specifically make a binding for it.
Escape pods aren't far now. You can make it on your own, General.
And what about you?
Ah yes, I set my wrist on fire. Perfect.
I will face my destiny. Go now, my friend.
Look at all them lightsabers.
I am the Brigadier of Dan, Padawan of the Jedi Order. I was sent to protect the General, and you will not pass.
You're dead, lady. Dead.
I will not fall to one such as you. I will not!
Okay, let's see how that goes for her.
You may run, or you may stand your ground, but you'll go no farther.
I'm around like Yoda.
Yeah, but she'll also suck everyone in, and then we interrupt.
You aren't.
It's my favorite part.
I swear it.
See what you did there.
Who knew that I was gonna do that?
You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
8 thermionic missiles. Yes.
You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
You're gonna get your ass beat, lady.
She is just a little Padawan, poor thing.
She's talking about a lot of shit, you know?
Yeah, she's talking mad shit for someone in lightsaber distance.
You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
Hey.
That was a wonderful time. Ooh. New chest piece. It is the lovely. It's unified. Perfect. Oh, level up. Do you need more of them skills? Hello, mister. Bonsoir.
You can put aside your weapons. I won't try to run.
Oh,
Besides,
much
I
appreciated.
doubt I'd make it to an escape pod without my intestines spilling out.
I like how that you heard it's an option when he literally just said he's been disemboweled. Like,
Kilran did.
Does that hurt?
Of course.
A little.
He would have the right to send a transport to take on a warship.
Here, let me cauterize that for you. Oops, too much.
In the Imperial military service. Did they tell you that?
Walk it off, she'll be alright.
Did they even know?
Believe whatever you want. It doesn't change your fate.
If you knew what I knew, you'd understand. If you
Are you alright there, Samwise?
sides of plotting,
Yeah, why?
wouldn't be eager.
Oh, he just has a lot of angst. I'm wondering if, like, his parents divorced early or something. I don't know.
Shields that envelop planets, missiles,
What?
darken suns,
Your character. He's just got a lot of anger.
raise worlds,
Like, is he okay?
annihilate civilizations.
He's a Sith. Enough said.
If you had to deal with the asshole I had to deal with while I was an apprentice,
That
you'd
is
be
true.
pissed
Yeah.
too.
I had to on my assassin. I could understand that.
The so-called peace is already lost.
If that's true, why defect to the Republic?
There's no place for me in the Empire anymore.
God, you're yellow.
I thought my last
Your outfit is just so
might be
yellow.
to even the odds. Create a stalemate.
Oh,
it doesn't seem to matter anymore. Oh, you have me then. Me, my stomach full of blood, and my implant full of cybernetic secrets and stolen plans. What will you do?
I'm gonna bring you to my ship. From there, you'll be transported to Dromund Kaas and taken into Imperial custody.
Where I'll be tortured or executed, or at best, placed in a cell for the rest of my life. Still, there's nowhere in the galaxy where I could truly hide. I will follow you.
That's not good. Okay. Which way do we go now? South, right? Yeah, that's fine. But it was drum fighting. Beautiful. Magnifique. Magnifical.
This is Protocol Unit NRO2. If you are receiving this message, I urge you to return to the Black Talon as quickly as possible.
Why? Oh, 14. Okay. Okay, I'll set myself up.
Explain yourself. What's going on?
There has been an incident aboard the bridge. Your tactics have inspired.
Idiots! You'll get us all damn well killed!
Okay. Let's go. Ooh, that was a bit of a stutter. That was a bit of a stutter too. Maybe that's why they put in a mute hotkey, because the sound keeps stuttering. Perfect. Easier than fixing the problem, huh?
How do I get on my glider?
Do you have if you have a vehicle, you press P and go to your vehicles tab, and then you drag that to hotkey.
Juggernaut Sith Legacy General.
P.
Yeah,
P
I
for
press
powers. Oh, it should come out with all your abilities.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you don't have vehicles, then you don't have a vehicle yet. You got to get one.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you a vehicle. We can do that on the Imperial fleet. Do we want to return to the Imperial fleet, or do we want to go forward to Dromund Kaas, and then do this again?
Why would we do this again?
Well, I don't know, because it's fun. Up to people. What do we want to do?
You have to be a subscriber to get a mount.
No, you just gotta hit level 20. So you should have a mount too, actually. Here, I'll chuck down my hologram. Here we go, and I'll chuck down my selling hologram too. There we go, so everyone can go shopping. So if you go to the training hologram, you should be able to buy a speeder piloting if you haven't already. Skill.
It's not there. It's an option. There's no speeder.
If it's not there in the option, you probably already. Oh, that's the shopping one. There's no
There's
speeders.
level 35 for me to get
35.
it.
Oh, it's because you're not preferred. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 35 for preferred gets you down to 20, and then subscriber is 10.
Whatevs.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's all gravy. We've all got sprint, so. Yeah, we do.
Do we? Where's my sprint?
It's automatically applied. It used to be a toggle, now it's just like on.
Good.
I think. I think it's just on. Let me just double check. Yeah. Hello, NRO2. Protocol unit NRO2. Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome back. I'm pleased to see that you have returned whole. I do apologize for the condition of the bridge. As I'd intended to explain earlier, there was an incident.
There are corpses all over the floor. This is what you call an incident?
Several of the crew were extremely agitated by your behavior. Ensign Hedder feared you might execute anyone who failed to contribute to the mission. A group of officers attempted to flee the ship before you returned. Lieutenant Silas objected, and a firefight broke out. There was a large number of casualties. But don't worry, I am fully capable of piloting the ship back to Dromund Kaas.
What's the next move?
Grand Moff Kilrin is eagerly...
You don't even get like, eh?
Should I put it
Imperial.
through?
Go ahead. There's no sense waiting.
Opening channel now.
Well, how fortunate I could reach my friends aboard the Black Talon. The droids...
You can use green lightsabers.
Your work, but I very much wanted to hear from you. How did the attack go?
Yeah, I could use green.
I was wondering, because since you're green, like with green lightsabers, it would probably look really dramatic.
The Brentel Star has been disabled and the General captured. He'll be in your hands soon.
Yeah, green works.
Excellent. I'll let Korriban and Imperial Intelligence...
Did you say hate green lights?
You should
No, I said green works.
This is only one of the many operations we're conducting across the
think it ended up
galaxy.
snazzy.
It's a new beginning to the war. The General was one of the greatest weapons the Republic had. A defector. And you've snatched him from enemy hands. I'll remember this.
14 again. Jesus.
And I'll make sure you're rewarded.
Just to make sure people know who helped you.
I'll make sure your heroism is mentioned when I report to the other Moffs. But my words hardly matter. Soon you'll be joining us on the home world, and you can see for yourself what you've been fighting for. It should be inspiring. Enjoy the rest of your journey. Kilrin out.
Kilrin out. Okay. So now we choose, do we want to go back to the fleet or to Dromund Kaas?
Is Dromund Kaas a continuation of the quest line?
Yeah, yeah. There's another title we can get from doing it again if you want. Otherwise, yeah, there's not much point other than loot.
So we should just continue the quest line.
Yep. I'm easy. So, yes. Onwards to Dromund Kaas. And then I'll switch, and then I can just take a shuttle to Dromund Kaas and meet you guys there.
You're back.
Have you already done the mission on your other character?
I can skip the dungeon. I don't do the much more.
Oh, okay.
There's ways around alternatives, you know. Because back in the day, they didn't make flashpoints quite so easy with the this protocols assistant protocol droid or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Which, like tanks, heals, and DPSs for you. Add them as friends. Beautiful. Let's be friends. Baskets. Oh, I've got another one of these. I'll reduce the cooldown of my escapes. There we go. Okay, I'm switching characters. I won't be a moment less. There's Satilla Shan. She's looking decidedly purple. Okay, back to Krelian. Imperial intelligence must take this opportunity to ensure the Empire's internal security. That's my job. What I've done. Boogity-boo.
Where are we going? This way.
Yep. Oh, I'm going to turn my head off. That's getting about much better. That's a cool little bike. Very cool. Let's summon you. Okay, we need to change this, so let's switch it to that one. Nope. Perfect, much better. Let's see what else we can shuffle around a little bit. I might move that across and move that there. Move chip boost there. Move recuperate there. I'm gonna put those on this end. So I think I want these to be there. There we go. Because that's all my healing skills. I'm in healing mode. Just double check. I am. I'm a medicine man. All that good healing. Good heals. Can you invite me to the group? Buzz. You what? Accept. Let's put that up there. Probably get some more that we can use more often. A little action. You're to full.
Bye.
Welcome
we
back.
Weebar. Weebar, welcome back.
Oh, I did not get that.
WEBA. It's the abbreviation used in text like what?
How are we supposed to go?
Alright.
I'm coming.
You have to go towards the pink marker on your minimap.
You can mouse over them to get the details, and it'll tell you if it's like someone else's quest or if someone else is on the quest with you. There's a planet storyline here. This is where they introduce planet storylines, so we want to probably do that too, because those are pretty fun.
Okay, is that Lieutenant Mello?
They'll also be purple. Yeah, they're the same color.
Oh.
So class storylines and
Is she purple? I don't think she's
storylines are the same. That might not be her. That will gives it to you. But yeah, they are be helpful.
I didn't see another purple one.
Let me check. I'll see what I can find. There's the chicken, which is different. That's separate. I must have Kalio with me to do this. Okay. Let me just quickly show collected and... Wait, have I... Wait for it. Grab that. Then we grab that one. Beautiful. Put that there. And then... I'm really good at this, I promise, guys. Okay, we're here. We're good.
Let's hunt.
Let's Shea Vizsla. I don't want Shea Vizsla. Oh,
Be careful.
Valio.
What's
I can
up?
send Shea Vizsla off to get some diplomacy done.
Easy.
There we go. Go do some diplomacy.
All right, how do I send my bots
Surprises,
to
of course.
do
Press B.
crafting for?
Welcome to Dromund Kaas, Kalia.
It's a vet.
So
what do I
glad
do?
you said it. I was
You
starting
just
to
look
feel
up.
like
So
I
those are your
was
3
losing
crafting skills.
Anyway, let's
So the
take
first
it
one's going to bring up your crafting window, and the other 2 will bring up
the
missions.
Citadel. I'm
Okay.
guessing it won't be hard to
And
find.
those missions will give you stuff for the first one.
Don't worry. This should be fun.
Now let's go meet your
Yeah, I
bosses.
click then, but I can't. Oh, you click specifically on that, and then you send her off. Thank you, Penny.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Oh, nice. That's cool. All right.
So you can do crafting anywhere, anytime. Which is handy.
Cool.
And the more crew members you have, so the more of the story you've done, the more you can set off until you reach the cap of, like, I think it's five missions at a time.
Yeah, makes sense. How long do they typically take?
So if you go press B, do you see that relationship level, your influence with your character? The higher that is, the quicker they are at missions.
Okay.
And you gain that by interacting with them and doing their personal
Using
quests and
consumable gifts or whatever.
doing things they approve of. Gifts, yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back. Let me know when you've found
bribing them.
The actual story quest. Be right back.
Oh, follow up on Carol's Jarvis.
And am I supposed to go towards healthy or chill in this spaceport?
If you come towards me, where are you? Damn.
Nice jungle. You people got
So
a
you got,
freaky world.
is that you? That's you.
Ready
Okay, you
for
come
us?
towards me. Where is this story mission? Sure. Travel to Kaas City. That's what I've been sent for.
How do I clean up my inventory on this game?
So if you go to a merchant, you can just sell a bunch of stuff. There's deconstruction, but a lot of stuff's not deconstructible. But if you go to a merchant, you can just sell all your junk. There'll be a sell junk button on the left. It just clears out all the junk.
Super. Thanks.
No problem. Right, there we go. Lovely. Okay. A bag of standard gifts. Lovely. Everyone's in the guild, right? No. Indy's not in the guild. Huh?
I'm supposed to talk to this bitch?
I can't even talk to her.
Please, I am quite busy.
But yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's talked to her. Do I have to do Black Talon to talk to her? Dromund Kaas. So I'm pretty sure you talked to her for it. Let's see. Quest giver's been moved. You pick it up near the wall. Because it's the start of a not only the planet story, but it's a.
So I don't need to talk to this chick?
Nah. My bad.
How do I get out? Okay, escape.
I press escape to cancel conversations. So we go over here, talk to this dude, and then let's see, we go to the wall speeder, which is the one to the south, but not the last one on the line. And that's where you pick up the planet story. But our class story will take us there, so you don't have to worry about doing that straight away.
Well, I'm already on the ride.
Oh, okay. Once you get there, you just head to the Sith Sanctum. I think I've got to go right to it. So if you Sam, if you head to the Sith Sanctuary as well, that'll be where your class story takes you, and then that'll lead you down to the wall. It used to be you picked up the planet story from Kaas City.
I went to the wall already, so.
Okay. Well, you can pick up the quest there. That doesn't hurt to do. And I'll just join you on a holo call.
Yeah, mine says
hello.
Travel to Kaas City.
Yeah.
That's my quest.
Yeah. Level up. Yes. What did I get for that? Nothing. 24, I get surprise surgery. Surprise surgery doesn't sound like a good thing, does it?
Surprise!
Surprise! Amputation. What's this? Increase the critical
What's the
chance of
NPC?
diagnostic scan. Diagnostic scan can now be channeled while moving. Oh, that sounds marvelous.
Definitely don't see them.
I'm coming. Give me a second. I've just got to land. I'm almost there. Then I can holo call to you. Oh, someone cancelled the holo call. Much sadness. I just landed. Okay, so who we got? We got mission there. So it's
None of
around
these.
for it.
None of these are purple.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong about the colouring. Let me check co-stream. Can you let me check what the guide says about shoot drops it. It says there's an NPC at the wall.
Yep, none of them purple.
Near the shuttle at the wall.
You have heroic missions, not purple.
It's so it's apparently it's locked to your story progression on the planet.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense, I guess. If you guys use your quick travel, you should just be able to teleport directly up here. I think it starts with you giving you a bunch of you should just be able to teleport directly to your sanctuary if you want it. Yeah, we get to go to the River Knight compound. Exciting if you like Riven. If you haven't played Knights of the Republic, then probably doesn't matter. The end.
The end.
The end. I wonder if I can put, I'm going to put these on here. That's the big one, that's that one. That one. Keep those ones. Yeah, there we go. I can switch between DPS and not DPS much quicker. Oh, trainer. What do you have for me today? Sleep dart. That sounds useful. What does that do? Puts the target to sleep for 60 seconds. Nice. I'm sure that'll be handy for harder pulls. I speak the good English. Nice cab you got.
I don't understand why you're driving the cab if you're hiring it.
It has always
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? There should be a droid in the cab seat and you should be in the passenger seat.
All you took to control, it falls apart as easily as a human life. An hour ago, the Minister of Intelligence dropped to his knees and wept before me. You would do so too, if not for fear of being humiliated.
Your dissatisfaction
That's small PP energy.
It will be remedied. Now I'm asking you humbly to... These people are suffering in your presence.
I will leave my domain at the moment of my choosing, Keeper. You, Agent, you were the one sent to Hutter. Is that correct?
That's correct, my lord.
I am Darth Jadus. You served me well in your dealings with Nemro. You will serve me well again.
It would be an honor.
Sublimate your desires to those of the Empire, and you will go far. Keeper, you will use this one. He will complete the assignment as I have instructed.
He's quite capable, my lord, but he lacks experience. A more seasoned agent?
I have made my decision. I wish the situation resolved before I leave Dromund Kaas. See to it that my will is done.
Very well.
Okay, Jadis.
I'll make arrangements.
Wasn't Jadis the Roman god of time? Well, no, that was Janus.
Congratulations, Agent. You've made a friend on the Dark Council. I don't envy you.
Believe me, sir, it wasn't by choice.
I imagine not, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I want you outfitted and ready to leave as soon as possible. Grab your equipment from the lockers and meet me in my office. Once we're through with your debriefing, we'll discuss your next mission.
What's my locker? Yay. Stuff. I got a knife. Oh, wait, keep us up here. I thought I was returning to him. But no, I've got to go to his office. Hello, Mr. Keeper, sir.
Come in, Agent. Let's talk. Kaleo, wait outside, please. One of the watchers will handle your debriefing.
We need to talk about my terms.
I promise you'll be well compensated. You can discuss the details with the watcher.
If you say so. You two have a good time.
Sir, I've been reviewing the report of your activities on Hutter. You were busier than I'd expected.
Is that a problem, sir?
That's what I'd like to figure out. You were extremely effective in your mission, and I'm impressed by your efficiency. You used violence as a tool and not a crutch. Not many agents find that balance so easily. So I wonder, why did you join Imperial Intelligence?
I had my reasons. If you need details, I'm sure there's something in my dossier.
I had reasons too. It took me years to reconcile them with reality. Don't let the same thing happen to you. This isn't glamorous work, We're sanitation workers. We clean up after the military and the Sith and do the jobs no one else will. Without us, though, the Empire falls apart. So we do whatever is necessary, even if it's thankless and ugly. You understand?
I understand completely, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, as to your next assignment. One of the mandates of our organization is to eliminate dissidents and terrorists within the Empire. We've located one cell of radicals here in the capital working toward the violent overthrow of our government. We must know precisely what these terrorists plan.
I assume this is the task Darth Jadis mentioned.
Although Darth Jadis has expressed concern over the cell's activities, your orders come from me. We've intercepted chatter suggesting the radicals are planning a major attack soon, but we've only identified a handful of cell members. You will investigate the cell and obtain its plans. You'll have 2 operatives assisting you and full support from the Citadel.
Kaleo and I worked well together on Hutta. I'd like to use her again.
I think that can be arranged. Watcher 2, please come to my office. Bring Kaleo Danis with you.
Hello, Kaleo.
Watcher 2, huh? That's a pretty name. Is it Twi'lek?
It's basic. Unlike many civilizations, the Empire teaches its children how to count. Watcher 2 reporting, sir.
Kaleo will be your aide in the field. She'll report to you and take your orders, since you seem able to handle her.
I'm making you look good, Agent. You should be grateful.
Meanwhile, Watcher 2 will be your liaison to base. She'll stay in contact remotely and provide
Janice.
you with mission details.
I monitored the operation on Hutta.
I don't
Very
know
impressive. I look
My
forward to
companion.
working with you.
Oh, the woman?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of her.
I'm sure
Oh,
we'll get
why is
along
that?
fine. So
I just don't like her as a
I
character.
analyze. I watch.
She seemed like the only one who wasn't like brain dead.
Watcher 2 is one of our finest.
Oh, she's not brain dead.
From the government
Like,
eugenics
you know how, like, how
Her brain is
the
faster than most
beast
computers.
thing? It's always just
Our
like,
primary
whoa, I
is
need
at
to
the site of the
kill.
Oh, Kimval, yeah.
City.
Like, okay, yeah,
With all necessary
but
equipment already.
I enslaved you,
Once
so
you're in the
you're a
field,
little bitch.
signal me via telecommunicator
Versus
and I'll brief you in full.
this girl here, she's like, yeah, maybe we can work
Remember, you're
together.
not
Huh?
undercover. Identify yourself as an intelligence officer if you
She's a
need
bit
to.
more of a
Use the fear that it
multi
You're on Imperial soil
faceted
now,
personality
Agent. Welcome home.
than some of the others.
Yeah.
Get it.
Like, Vet's... I prefer Vet, personally. I like Vet. I think she's really
Agent,
cool.
I'm pleased to
But
see
I prefer
you,
some of the
of
later
course.
companions.
But I thought you'd be busy with the mission, just as well, I suppose.
I
I'm
like
still
the
plotting
Jedi.
the details. So, what
Jedi.
can I do for you?
Yeah, she's pretty cool. Shara.
There are some things I've been wondering about Imperial intelligence. I thought we could talk.
There isn't much I can tell you that you won't find out yourself. Not anything I'm authorized to share, anyway.
Maybe you can tell me something about yourself.
You really want to know who I am? I'm someone bred for genetic superiority and raised to be a watcher. I enjoy my work, but I don't like getting close to my agents because they usually get killed. Now, we've both got work to do. Contact me via holocommunicator when you're on site and ready to go, okay?
Let's get
I
this
don't even
done.
get into this
Agreed.
building.
Goodbye, Agent.
Okay. One down. And they kind of expect you to just float with everyone that you can. I'm not interested.
Mem panino, am kabina pek memno kimgam, umnuk ino memno, am kakam mem perolak palak.
Not many non-humans. Yeah.
You're the only alien I've seen in Imperial intelligence.
Laboram amga, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni kamgam,
You must have licked so many boots to get where you are today.
Jukaki mem panino, am kabina pek memno kimgam. Raka kalam kala, ninyak oramag yang megik.
You're a credit to your species.
Nam jayawana wam peruma, memua pemguana, kumia yang mem gamba paka.
Was an interesting conversation. Fix it both. Subtle.
You're the new blood? We'll see if you work out. I used to be a field operative, same as you. Now I'm a fixer. I keep this place running.
You must be an old hand at this. Any wisdom to share?
You want advice, eh? Stay away from politics. People here will tell you that the Sith interfere with our work. Keep us always fighting with the Minister of Intelligence, that sort of thing. Maybe they're right, but it doesn't matter. Our job's to obey orders. Our job's to deal with the enemy.
And who do you consider to be our enemy?
The Empire has a lot of enemies. The Republic and Jedi first up. We should focus on getting them, not fighting one another. Remember that, and maybe you'll last longer than most new agents.
I'll try to keep it in mind.
Good choice. Be careful out there.
Okay, thank you. Yes. This way, there's another one to talk to. Watcher 3. Hello. Looks very young.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't expect you to come over. You're the field agent from Hutter, right? I'm Watcher 3.
Is there some sort of problem? Am I bothering you?
Sorry. That's why I'm here instead of in the field. Not so good with people. Surprised I even got a Watcher designation. If I can manage it, I'm sure you'll get a title soon.
No one's ever explained how the designations work.
Keeper assigns the categories. Watchers analyze data, monitor targets. Minders handle internal security. Ciphers are infiltrators. You get the idea. The number is just to identify individuals. It's not a rank, really. Of course, there's only one keeper. Anyway, I should get back to work. I'm on surveillance duty and I don't want to miss anything.
Good man. Make sure that you don't.
Of course. I won't keep you.
Bye. I wonder if we're going. Okay. How's everyone going with their missions? Running?
Just waiting on you guys.
Always go for the quick and silent kill.
Dromund Merman's fighting. So is Taekwondo. Commander Bacon. Say the Sith code or face my wrath. I'm not a Sith, so I'm not beholden to your code. But we do have 2 Sith in the group. Can either of you recite the Sith code from memory?
Huh?
Not.
Destination?
Well, you're not a Sith either, so you're safe.
Enjoy your stay.
But Thies and Sam are both Sith. Can they recite the Sith code, I wonder?
Who cares? From a master, don't have to do it for anyone.
Fair enough. Thank you for the follow, Commander Bacon. Appreciate it. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's like one of those missions.
Fuck, do I get over here?
Peace is a lie, there is only bacon. Through passion I gain bacon. Through bacon I gain white. Through bacon I gain victory. Through bacon my chains are broken. The bacon shall free me. I see you've made some revisions.
Yeah, exactly. Delicious.
I do remember the good old days on the Imperial fleet, though, when if there was ever an argument, you just mentioned bacon, and suddenly everyone was friends again. Talking about bacon. It was great. The good old days. I miss them. I miss the good old days. Posture check. Okay.
Oh, got me.
got your thighs, did he?
Yeah.
Did he get you? Yeah. There we go. Oh, the camera's angled down too far now. There we go. That's better. You can actually sit up straight. Come on. Oh, dismount, I guess. No, that's just full on glitched. Okay. Lovely.
Slow down. We can spread out, have a picnic, watch the lightning. Come on out. I'll show you my gun.
Kind of spread out now, aren't we?
Watch yourself, all right?
Can it? Beautiful. There's meant to be another thing over here. I can't see any of these nodes. Oh, there it is. It's just tiny. Inconspicuous. We found it. We did it. Scan away, Calio. Calio. What do you think of Calio, Commander Bacon? As a character? Nice. It's dead. this one. Where are we heading? This way more. Okay. Onwards!
One more down.
Well, that's scanning. Yeah, tons of scanning. That's the scanning, must be at the top of the cliff, right? Okay, I won't put that one. Too far away. Not worth it. I've got to head in here. The uprising. Do we want to do the side quest for the uprising? Is that of interest to anyone? Take that as a resounding no. And just drive on past. Oop. Drive on past. There we go. Travel to the unfinished Colossus. Not an unfinished Colossus. Beta Squadron. Imperial Squad Leader of the West Coast Raiders. Makes sense.
I'm supposed to go with a focus, not a shield, right?
I mean, you can use a shield grenade if you're going tanking.
Okay.
Focuses damage. Or more damage, I guess. Got a holocal.
Watcher 2
there.
here. I'm
There it
receiving
is.
your signal. Mapping your location now. Glad you made it through the jungle safely, Agent. Ready to work?
I was born ready to work.
I'm ready. Just standing by for the details.
You may have noticed the chaos out there. There's a slave rebellion going on and you're heading into the middle of it. Our analyst charged with monitoring the rebellion is with me. His name is Dromund Kaas. He can fill you in on the details.
Speak basic.
Go ahead then.
Began fighting for freedom. How dare they?
And
Now organized and armed, and entrenched around the construction site. Okay. Doesn't sound good.
Imperial
Infiltrate it.
intelligence is leaving concerns about the rebellion itself to the military. You're here for a specific slave, an alien named Jurithus.
Okay.
I can extract him. What's his story?
Jurithus was once owned by an anti-government radical who used slaves to carry messages to like-minded dissidents.
Just he keeps. Oh, kept copies. Okay.
I doubt the slave leaders will cooperate.
You're right, but we're prepared for that.
He was supplied at base with a medical kit and syringe full of the SLV-16 serum. Lovely. I can incapacitate the slave leader, shoot him when injected with the serum, and he will be suggestible. Let's do it.
One way or another, I'll make sure he talks.
Serum is most effective. Yes. Moving on. Thank you, Mr. Loden.
And that's why it's useful to have an alien on staff. In any case, good luck.
I'll get Jurithus's messages.
You should find your targets inside the camp. Take a slave down, apply the serum, and locate Jurithus. This is the only way we can learn what the radicals are planning. Time's running out, Agent.
Let's do it. Time is running out. Not gonna get side quests, we don't need them. There's a green one here. Or is that like below us? Or is it someone else's quest? Oh, it's someone else's quest. It's Taekwondo's quest. Command the Pritch. Do you want me to wait for you, Thighs?
Wait for me what?
Well, I'm right beside your story mission. Or your mission. Mission to
Up
talk
to you.
to Command Pritch.
I don't know if they line up at all.
Oh, I mean, you'll go into the same area. good. Let's heal some. Boop.
No, I believe I'm done for.
Beg your pardon?
Believe I'm done for the evening.
Ah, fair enough.
All right.
Thanks
See
for
you, man.
hanging.
Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys around.
See you, bud.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here for now as well.
Fair enough.
Yes.
There's what, a couple thousand slaves here?
It's a nice
If they
hat.
had any brass, they wouldn't have waited till the statue was half built to start shooting. They deserve what they get.
That's very enlightened of you, Kali. Look at how big that statue is. We're in a mesh. A mesh! Why does it take so long to open? Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to upgrade our diplomacy. Medical supplies, yes, plus. Sounds good. Oh, can I send Calio to craft some implants, maybe? What do I need for this? I need a bulwark and a bastion view, I believe. Yep. Can I craft one of these? There we go. Craft more than one. Nice. Thanks, Calio. Bye. One more time.
You don't discover land as you fly through it on the speeder.
No.
Like it doesn't make the map visible to you.
Doesn't unlock things like it would in like WoW. Guess they reckon you gotta scout it on foot.
Because having a bird's eye view isn't more effective.
No, not at all. It's actually a lot harder to see if you've got a good vantage point. It's better to be in the thick of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That one. Now we'll do two. Two more. Switch. Have knives. Got him. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we also want to make sure that she's doing the bulwark. We've got the bastion and the bulwark. There we go. So crafting you your 2 implants too.
Ah.
I look better alone anyway.
Yeah. I'll tank you up a little bit. Always fun. What's this ability? Evasion.
Things didn't work out.
God damn it, Shay. Shay Vizsla just over here, failing missions.
Do they need better gear or something?
Nah. It's just that the mission was, I think, probably too high level. There's always a chance to fail with the diplomacy and stuff. Crafting doesn't tend to have, I don't think it has a chance to fail, it just has a chance for critical success. Whereas missions have a chance of failure, success, and critical success. But I could be wrong. Pretty sure it's what it is.
As intended. Be well.
So if I summon Shay... Oh, she's already out, where's she? Ah, there she is. Okay, so does any of these gifts good for her? Small influence gain, small influence gain, small influence gain. Oh, large, nice.
Thanks.
Do the small ones first.
Thanks.
Is this the location? I think so.
I will treasure this forever.
Oh, she's gonna treasure it forever. That's so nice. Yeah, that should lead you to where I am. To the unfinished Colossus. Colossus. You are? Nope, that's not you. That's Zoe Hellstorm. You're not Zoe. There you are. Still got darts. I like the diagnostic scan, doesn't seem to cost anything. That's cool. No cooldown, just a 3-second channel that heals you the duration. Oh, you're immune. Let's see. Bloop bloop. Bloop bloop. Oh no, it's gonna run out. Maybe it's paused during... Yeah, it must be paused. There we go. In conversation. Oh, there it is. Quick timers are paused. I wonder if I can make this last longer. Let's take a look at some of our things. What's this? Recuperative nanotech. Heals the target up to 3 allies within 2 meters. Culture wave, culture probe, and recuperating. Missing out, can take advantage. I was just hoping there was some kind of upgrade to the probe to make it last longer. What's this? Take advantage of summon a probe that instantly heals the target. That's fine. Not quite what I was after. That refreshes it, that's good. And take the mix skin. Oh, reduce the duration by 3 seconds. There you go, so it becomes 21 seconds. That's pretty good. Okay, ready when you are.
And stay down!
Captains. I need to kill slave captains. Are these guys captains? That's a captain right there, yeah. What do you need to kill?
I need to kill a slave leader.
Someone clean up this mess!
Boys.
Coordinator?
You might as well. It's gold.
Oh, okay.
I don't get where he's calling in an orbital strike from.
Yeah, he's a slave.
Do they have some kind of Star Destroyer in orbit? That should have been in my briefing.
Too easy. And stay down!
I'm not sure where my one is. Looks like it's further through. Okay, I've got your I've got one your thingies here. I'll trade them for you. Okay, where are you?
That's my quest.
Sweet, let me just trade. How do I trade? There's trade. Let's get that one. Yeah, that one. And that one.
Excuse me, Thighs, I think you have a sing it request.
Oh my god, you do. And it's Barbie Girl too, and I feel like that's more of a punishment on me than anything.
Life is plastic. It's fantastic. Hey Barbie, let's go party.
Ooh,
That was fantastic.
There were a couple lines in this, but yeah, brilliant. Marvellous.
Right.
Worth it.
Oh my god.
Too easy.
Yukana has chosen to stay at home and have a meeting on my stream day, so now she's upset.
Oh.
That sounds like her problem to rectify, not your problem to rectify, doesn't it?
Well, that's how I feel about it.
Sorry, Yukana.
No. I reckon let's do another one. Let's see. Or is this better? Is this being better now?
What is this?
Throw a grenade.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Clean up this mess.
Still can't find my guys, but it says it's over here, so I just have to go deeper. When in doubt, go deeper.
And stay down.
My approach.
Clean up this mess.
Oh yeah, so what are we looking for? Like a leader.
Yeah, there should be like a. Oh wait, I messed up.
Not even a challenge. And stay down.
Thanks, Shay. There's something back there I want to scan. Oh my god, I've got to go back. One thing. Cannibals! It's a small bush. Beautiful. I have scanned it. Oh, I forgot to actually loot it though. That's an important step as well. Okay.
I have a better alone anyway.
Yeah, so it says it's this way more. Let me know if you level up and I'll drop you a skill training thingy. Or if you want to sell shit. I'm easy. Go in here. Lovely.
Stay down. Not even a challenge. This is too easy.
Yeah, we did it. We defeated him. Okay. Then I injected him. Check.
I'm running. Chest hurts and something's in my head. Rain's coming down. Everything's sinking into the ground. I think I know you, but I don't remember anything. I don't know what you want. Everything hurts.
I'm looking for someone. Can you help me?
I can help you. Let me help you. I don't know what to do with my head.
so
Please tell me.
Obey me. Tell me about Jarithus.
Jarithus is gone. Days gone now. It all goes so slowly. Jarithus burns and starts to look like our Colossus. Incomplete.
Did they set him on fire?
Jarithus died fighting in the jungle.
Okay.
I don't remember why we were fighting. Jarithus died, I know that.
Do you know where he kept his belongings?
He kept his old life with him. Strange life, strange data pads. He thought they were valuable. Jarithus died with Seth and Reneth and Avoira. All aliens, all friends, all fighting beside the foot of the statue. Jarithus is still there, if the beasts haven't eaten him.
I really appreciate your help.
What should I think about now? I don't know what to do with my head. I don't know what to do with my hands.
The serum will wear off. You'll be okay. After that, do what you want.
But I don't know what to do. My head is hollow. It hurts.
Okay. What was that?
What was what?
I was your companion on heal.
Yeah, she's healed. But I'm just sending her constantly to missions.
That's fair. Missions are good. I need to create myself some implants too, because I've made you some. Let's see. Critical rating power. Like. I think it's that one. Yeah, that's what I want.
See you in a bit.
There we go. Right. Hello.
Someone clean up this mess. Too easy.
Ooh, beautiful. I got the loot.
Not even a challenge.
Beautiful.
What's up here?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Kept it.
Is that what you need?
No, I was done like 3 mobs in.
There's Truth's body. Why did mine take so much longer?
Because you had a specific target, I just had to kill captains.
Okay. Activate the encrypted data pad. Okay. Bleep bloop blop bleep blop bleep bloop bloop. There we go. Holocron. I'm gonna holocron. Downloaded all the files. Thank you. Authorized to translate the contents. Will take time. Sweet.
I was expecting to hear from Watcher 2.
Watcher's currently in conference, so I do not expect the last one. Okay, sweet. Get her to call me when she's done, I guess? Go ahead.
Me through.
Agent, you have to suspend all field operations immediately. You're needed elsewhere.
I wasn't expecting to hear from you, Keeper.
Watcher 2 is still your liaison to base, but I wanted to deliver these orders personally. Darth Jadis wants to speak with you. You will proceed to his chambers for an audience. You've met Darth Jadis, experienced his power. I suggest you treat him with respect and do as he asks.
Fair enough. I understand.
Yes, sir. I'll keep that in mind.
For what it's worth, I tried to shield you from this, but it seems it was unavoidable. You will resume operations when this is finished, Agent. Keep her out.
Thank you, I guess. I've got to return to the city. You have to return to the city?
Nope. I gotta return to NPC here. And I'm sure they'll make me kill other things or...
Okay, let's go.
Something.
I'll come with you. Bouncy, bouncy. You know, with green skin and a red lightsaber, you're gonna look very festive. If you colour your armor to match that, you're gonna be like the Christmas elf of suffering. It'll be brilliant.
Not even a challenge. Think you're gonna like this. I'll get to work.
Turn your volume up without it being super loud. Oh, your volume is up. It's just not good. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Now
it's back? Alright, we can quick travel to that. Bleep bloop bleep.
Bleep bloop.
Bleep bleep.
Bleep bleep blop.
Blop blop blop. It's the best quick travel. The kind that bleep blop lips.
Oh no, never mind. Oh, alright, right there. No, I opened up the wrong tab on the companion thing. Had no question. I was like, what?
This concludes our business.
What's this? Overload your stealth generator immediately exiting combat and entering stealth mode. Now become virtually undetectable for 10 seconds.
Hide in plain sight. Hips.
Yeah, basically. So I was meant to go in here. I'm not, apparently. Gotta meet with Darth Jadis. I must have to go to the Sith one. I guess. Can't mount here. Okay.
Can't sit here.
You can't sit with us. Oh my god. So what are you up to, Samwise? You doing anything exciting?
What do you think they want? I'm currently lagging out the Minecraft server.
Oh nice. Why are you lagging out the Minecraft server?
We're gonna be eating for days, boys.
Did you see the previs that I posted in the Minecraft planning channel?
I don't think I did.
Well, it's in the Minecraft planning channel. Liza and I did some sketching last night to try and figure out how we were going to make it both functional and pretty.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
All it involves is flooding the entire basin.
Do that last.
Do the flooding last? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Well, it will create a safe space if we fall off. Oh, where's my sound? Why is my sound off now? Master volume's on. Enable sound, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
Come, stand before me, and revel in the power of the Dark Council. Allow your body to betray you. Allow your blood to boil and your heart to slow. Everything that is not of the dark side will be purged, or it will be tainted. This is inoculation, Agent. This is a sacred rite. You are privileged.
It is an honor, my lord.
It has been earned. This is your due reward. You proved yourself by outmaneuvering the Huts. Now I choose you to exterminate the dissidents who would destroy our way of life. I sense your uncertainty. You wonder why I involve myself in this affair. Why I take an interest in you and Imperial intelligence.
As you say.
Many in the Dark Council hold themselves above the mundane business of the Empire. I believe this is a mistake. I believe we must spread the ways of the Sith to the Empire entire, plant terror and hatred in every heart. I believe in the democratization of fear. But these dissidents threaten all progress. Left unchecked, they would reduce our world to ash and raise nothing in its place.
The dissidents will be stopped. Imperial intelligence is already uncovering their plan.
Do not underestimate our enemies. They are powerful, and there are those who sympathize with them, people at the highest levels of government. I choose you for this assignment.
Not peoples at the highest level of government.
But because you are new to your organization, your loyalty is uncompromised. Do you understand?
Am I supposed to serve you instead of Keeper?
Serve your empire. Watch those around you and trust no one. I will leave Dromund Kaas soon aboard the starship Dominator.
Dominator?
With 1,000 dignitaries, diplomats, and slaves, and show them the galaxy as I envision it. When I return, I expect the dissidents to have been purged. Kneel before me now, and I will ensure that you have the means to succeed.
Well, it's not as if I have much choice. I'll kneel.
I have remade the pitiful creatures around you into my image. So shall I remake you into the vessel for my power.
They ain't pretty.
Now go from here and return to your duties.
Yes, Lord Jadis.
Remember what I have said. Remember that you walk the path to power. And remember, that I am eternal.
He is eternal. Which apparently is not that good of a film.
Really? There you go.
I haven't seen it.
I will treasure this forever.
Oh, okay.
Seen what?
The Eternals. Apparently it's not that great.
No idea.
Thanks.
Neither. If you've seen the Eternals, please weigh in. We want to hear from you. Send your answer in to P.O. Box. We don't have one of those.
This is Watcher 2. We're still working on full analysis of the slaves' files, but we have a new lead. Proceed to the Nexus Room Cantina in Kaas City. I'll brief you once you're in place.
I'll be there shortly. Anything else?
Just make sure you're ready to socialize. Watcher 2 out.
We should get some kind of like P.O. Box facts, so people can fact stuff to us. You know?
What?
That way Samwise could say all facts no printer. And then people say facts.
I don't care what you guys say. Fucking fax machines are badass. I wish people.
I'm dead serious. We should totally get a fax machine.
Do
People could send in drawings and
fax stuff.
Well, doesn't it like? Can't you just send a picture or something and it'll print out on the fax machine? Isn't that how they work? I never used a fax machine.
Clearly.
Well, I thought that's how they worked, right? You send the thing through and it prints. Right?
Yeah, just like that.
I can't tell if you're being patronizing because I'm wrong or because it's correct and you think I should know this. Like, is it actually how it works?
Well, you scan an image and it prints off on their scanner, right? So their printer.
Okay, sweet.
Well, yeah, you have to send it from a fax or something that can send as a fax to another fax.
So you couldn't like email a fax machine?
No, it's got to be fax machine.
That's silly.
Or like, so for my job, I can fax from my email, but you have to you still have to have like a fax number.
Oh. So what I was picturing is like, you just have it so you could email it to the machine and the machine would print it out.
So that's email and printing.
But like automatic. Shut up. God, I sound like a fucking boomer now. Oh. Sorry, everybody. I do know how computers work.
And you're younger than me.
I just don't know how fax machines work, apparently.
It's all good. If I didn't use them for work, I wouldn't know either.
Fair enough. I mean, they're kind of obsolete now. But
yeah, but it's one of those things I shouldn't. They're fucking cool, dude.
But like, you should just be able to email it to the printer and get it printed. But like to someone else's printer, is what I mean. So like turning a printer into a PO box for other people's digital artwork. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, like we would just get sent a lot of genitals.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Like if we opened that up to Twitch, we would get sent a lot of genitals. Let's be honest, guys. You guys are all incorrigible. We love you for it. Oh my god.
I know of you. You work quietly and tell no secrets. I am the apprentice and voice of Darth Charnas. I speak in his name and I would bargain for your services.
If your master needs me, he can come to me himself.
My master prefers to remain in the shadows, but do not doubt his power, nor his ability to reward success. I speak for him. I require individuals capable of gaining prestige in a society weaned
Are you
on
talking the same
secrecy
dude?
and madness.
Yeah.
Individuals who can earn respect,
This is the story machine.
if not love.
So now we're both at the same.
To eliminate an enemy.
Yes. Although I have to quickly go back to town because I forgot I had to talk to someone in the cantina.
What sort of enemy are you referring to?
Our enemy is the Order of Revan, a cult of fools hidden at every stratum of Imperial society. For years, the Revanite heretics have secretly recruited military officers, powerful Sith, wealthy mercenaries, anyone who can add to their power.
You want me to join them, I take it?
I want you to help my master ruin them. Instead of following the Emperor and his Dark Council, the Revanites follow a long-dead Sith Lord, tainted by Jedi ways. If you can uncover the Revanite leader's identity for us, my master will reveal him to the Dark Council. His destruction would be assured. All you have to do is join the cult. I can get you inside, but you must earn their trust.
That's what I'm best at.
The Revenites have a secret
very
compound
good at
in the
earning
jungle.
trust, apparently.
Take this token to the cultist.
Do you guys trust me?
He will
I can't even
initiate
hear myself think outside my
audience
base
with their
door.
leader. When you have seen his face, return here, and you shall have your reward.
In Minecraft, there's too much moving and buying.
Oh. Hello. Did you know that cows go a moo?
Did you know dogs will bork bork?
Pork pork. That's ironic because pigs go pork pork. At least if you cook them right.
That's usually what I say in the store.
I thought you were going to make a joke about your relationship, you know, being pork pork. Because porking, because it's a euphemism. Yep.
This guy.
This is what established. I've tapped into the Cantina holocams, Agent. I can see you from 6 different angles. We're ready to go.
Give me the rundown.
Marvelous.
So, Theodore Mindak is a genius inventor and entrepreneur working with the Radicals. Unfortunately, Theodore is being sheltered by the Sith Lord Grathan. Grathan turns a blind eye to Theodore's affiliations in exchange for weapon designs.
Can't we demand that Grathan turn him over? Supporting dissidents is treason.
Dealing with Grathan directly isn't an option. He's involved in a power struggle with the other Dark Lords. In essence, he's gone rogue. However, Theodore's daughter, Samara, frequents this cantina. She has access to Theodore's workshop in Grathan's estate.
What's up?
I'll talk to her. What's her
Oh boy.
Samara Mindak is rich, young, and willing to flaunt her
It's a
advantages.
lot
She's
of
popular with the
animals
Caas
in
City elite,
that pen
but
there.
hardly beloved. No meaningful connections or reputation.
What you doing to all them animals?
Cooperate if given incentives. I've
Eating
located
them.
her in a private lounge. It's up to you how to handle
They are
it.
what's known as delicious.
She won't be a problem.
Once Samara's told you how to reach her father's workshop, head to Lord Grathan's estate. Send us anything you find on Theodore's computers.
Consider it done.
Go.
How do you find separating them from the ones you want to keep and kill?
You don't see. The point is, you get so many that you don't need to separate. You just murder for a little bit, and then you're like, oh yeah, there's still some left.
Perfect.
Just need 2 and 2, right? So.
Oh no, I missed my stop. Damn it. My brain just completely zoned out for a moment, and the elevator went up. I sat there and stared at my stop for a while, and then the elevator went down again. Really good at
Do you
this game.
disconnect with thought when you zone out?
Yeah, I've just been having trouble staying present. I think it's just because the whole situation in New Zealand at the
Put a
moment,
Mandalorian
constant
to take on
emotional
its quite a
drain,
few
so it's just
trade
kind of
shipments.
exhausted
It's not like we need them for the
emotionally,
war.
and so I think that's
Stop
the cause of it.
obsessing about
So
the
totally fine.
mercenaries, Oban. You
I don't
wish
think my
you could
brain's
carry a
actually
fire
melting. It
blade.
just feels like this.
You get vicious after a while, don't you?
Sure. I'm gonna go talk to someone else now.
She seems nice. Super nice.
And look at you. Enjoying yourself? It's not the worst party I've ever been to. But it needs improvement, you know?
I know what you mean. But things are looking up now.
I get that a lot. Not usually from guys like you, though. Military guys, I mean. You're military, right? You've got that in charge kind of look. And the weapons.
Let's say you're right. Does that have an appeal?
Maybe it does. Depends if you're more than just the look.
Samara, be careful. You need to take this seriously.
Shut up, Oban. I said I'm done with you. So, tell me, how can I serve
seems
the
nice.
Empire?
I came looking for a dangerous man. But I suspect you're much better company.
Oh, forward. I like that. Though, my dad doesn't approve of military guys. Hard to know what they're really after.
Right now, I'm only interested in you.
You can be
The things I do for my job.
convincing. Pleasure first, business later.
Oops.
What? You're going off with him?
Shut up,
Yes,
Oban.
obviously.
Okay, let's dance. Later you tell me what you really want, in private.
I would be a very good secret
Make a
agent.
bad girl out of me. But I can't say no to you. Here, codes to Daddy's workshop. Should get you in if you can get a guard's keycard. You have to visit me again if it works.
You can be sure I'll do my best.
Hey, it's something. Kisses.
Kisses. Okay. Let's go kill a guard. Coming back down. Almost there. Oh damn, you're deep. Deep behind the wall.
Is this... You don't have the same quest, right?
Oh, you sent it to the same compound. I'm on compound. Oh, Samwise, did you get Trailmakers installed, by the way?
Say again?
Samwise?
What? Huh?
Did you get Trailmakers installed?
What the hell's Trailmakers?
That game that India and I installed that you were like, oh, she didn't tell me, and we're going to install it. And then, I guess it didn't.
I'm gonna say, and then didn't. It's the racing game where you build your own boat or car or plane, I think.
Yeah.
I was just gonna get shit about
Not
it.
even a challenge.
I have no idea. I know I did not install it.
All good. YOLO and stuff. Oh, plant. Beautiful. And scan it so good. There you go. Fully scanned.
Someone clean up this mess. This is too easy.
Scanned the midichlorians right out of that plant.
Someone clean
so
up this mess.
Okay, I got my keycards. I don't think we have to fight everyone else, so let's just go. Stop again. Sneaky. Hit me, snake. It's a race. He likes to chicken. Okay, I'm in the compound. Well, there's an elevator by the looks of it. Heading down. The elevator comes back up. Here it comes. Bloop. It's pretty still. I'm on the same level as you now, I think. Are you down here? Looks like you're down here. Yeah, you are.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm sneaking. That way I don't have to fight anything. Oh, she's
Fair
pretty.
enough.
Love that hat. Super good. You should get one.
Yeah, it's really aerodynamic for crabs.
Crab is ultimate evolution after all. It makes sense that fashion would converge on it eventually.
You thought you could take me by surprise, but you can't. Those were my daughter's access codes you used. Whatever you've done to her, I'll have my revenge.
You must be Theodore Mindak. I've heard a lot about you.
And
Seems
you
nice.
must be one of the little sadists from Imperial Intelligence. You people took away my wife, stole her from my house one night, and never told me what happened. My only daughter grew up to be worthless, and now you've taken her from me too. I despise your kind.
We can resolve this peacefully if you'll just listen to me.
No, there won't be any peace until the Empire changes its ways.
Someone clean up this mess. This is too easy. Not even a challenge.
I got that when I killed things. Tactical advantages from killing things, but I didn't get to use my tactical advantage. Very odd. Okay. What are we doing? What are the things we're still in? Hello? There it is. There's the computer. When we tried to resolve it diplomatically. Okay. Getting a call. Hello? Hope it's not that lady
This is
again.
Watcher 2. I'm
Or
downloading the contents of Theovor's
Which
computers.
lady?
Looks
The one I
like
seduced to
blueprints,
get access
work
to
he's
this
done for
lab.
Lord Grathan and encrypted files. I should be able to
Because
decipher
she
them
was his
if I
daughter,
cross-reference with
and I
the
just
saved
killed her
data
father,
pack.
so it'd be awkward, you know, if she's calling me.
Don't like what I'm seeing. There's a timetable, activity convergences, indications of something big. Get back to base as soon as you can.
Can't I ever catch a break?
Not in this business. Haven't you learned that by now? I'll
Yeah,
see you soon. Agent.
learning
Watcher
that.
2 out.
No holidays. Okay, do you need a hand with your end? Oh, you don't get to kill him?
Oh, I chose not to.
Oh, I would have stabbed her for the hat. This is for choosing to wear that. Stab, you know? Fashion faux pas, that's treason.
My uninvited guest finally arrives. Your feelings betray you, youngster. I sensed your
I hate
murderous
the
intentions the moment you entered
You hate
my
it?
sanctum.
droid cosmetic.
Your unshielded mind
I just like the
embodies
mask.
your accomplice,
Yeah.
my loving wife.
She sends her love.
Sylvante is
Oh,
a
she sent her
user,
love.
child. She's obsessed with power. It's one of the things that attracted me to her, but it's outgrown its amusement. I am death itself, child. Come embrace the darkness.
Ooh, itchy.
This is too easy. Thanks.
Another mission, there we go.
I'll get to work.
Beautiful. All your missions are belong to us.
Yes, I sensed my husband's death. Lord Grathan is no more. What pleasure to think he suffered.
He got what he deserved.
Mother, what does this mean? Am I truly
Y'all
to
ever thought
become the
about
master of
maybe
this house?
counseling?
You will wear his mask and assume his identity, but you are not yet ready to rule, my dear. The voice will be yours, but the words will be mine.
I have longed for my father's death and the chance to claim his power.
Yes, this is a great day. You have served us well, my new friend.
You owe me your
Seems
lives.
like a healthy family
Even
dynamic.
that is an understatement. For appearance sake, you'll still be unwelcome here. But today, my son and I have become your secret allies.
Farewell. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. You fulfilled my wildest dream.
Damn. That's how
Get help.
talented I
Now
am.
leave me. I have much to do now that I control House Gratham.
Alright, do you have any quests left here?
No, but I believe we have the wall, so we head back there with quick travel. Back to the wall. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Hold on, I don't know who I've got to speak to here. That. Outside the building. Duzen. Are you speaking to Duzen, or are you speaking to...
Duza. Yeah, Zune. Whatever his name is. Zune. I don't know. Yeah, that guy.
Alright.
We're good? Let's go. Let's go. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Oh, okay. So I can't even cosmetically equip purple.
What do you mean?
Because I'm not a subscriber.
What do you mean can't cosmetically equip purple? Oh, do you mean purple?
You
Yeah,
might.
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I was thinking dies. I'll wait. Plants. Yeah. Medical equipment. There we go. What's that? An adrenaline probe or a stim boost?
Have a look.
I like how making vet works gives me go work for me. Gives
Yeah,
me reputation with her.
We kill these.
Sure.
They're just a plant, that's all. Oh,
I'm
scan
back.
them too. Welcome back. How are you going?
I am going pretty good.
Are you winning the War of the Stars yet?
I wouldn't say winning, but you know, progressing.
That's winning. In my book. My bars are very low.
Well, perfect.
At least you're not standing outside the ring and hollow calling like you used to.
Did you lose your way in the jungle?
That was
You
ridiculous.
have my sympathies, but we can't help. We have no food or water to offer. There's nothing for you here. And strangers are not welcome in this place. You'd best be going.
I'm not leaving. I'm here to join the Order of Revan.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, or... Ah, you do have the token. Someone must have had great faith in you to send you our way. Welcome to the Order of Revan, Initiate. Welcome to your new life.
What is this place?
This place is our haven, built by the Master and protected by the faithful. Here we leave our duties to the Empire behind. This is where the Master guides us in the mysteries of Revan, the one who began a Jedi but grew into a Sith, and then something more.
Yet Sith history isn't really my area. Why does this matter?
We learn from those who come before us and gain strength from their triumphs and failures. As a Jedi, Revan was a warrior who slaughtered armies. As a Sith, Revan was a teacher who trained 1,000 dark apprentices. Eventually, Jedi and Sith both turned on Revan. But instead of being destroyed, Revan was reborn.
If all that's true, why isn't Revan known better?
The Empire tries to bury Revan as a minor figure, out of fear. Revan was stripped of power, stripped of life, of memory, and left to rot. And still, Revan relearned the ways of the Force. The reborn Revan destroyed Jedi and Sith, and came to Dromund Kaas. Although Revan's life ended here, the Master preserved that life, so that we may learn from it.
If Revan was a destroyer, then I will learn your teachings.
Oh, destroy stuff, you say?
The light side and the dark side, war and peace. We seek to walk the same path. Take part in our rituals, learn Revan's path to greatness, succeed, and you earn the right to join us.
What do I have to do to meet the Master? I'm eager to speak to him.
Around you, you'll find your new teachers, Revanites who spent their lives recovering the works of Revan. Speak to them. Complete the tasks you are given. When you are through, return to me, and the Master will give you your final lessons.
Okay, let's do it. Ooh, something to scan.
Simple.
I'm coming. I'm going. You have to start it though.
Alright.
Come here. Come closer. You are
He
among
looks
the
old
initiates
balls.
who wish to join our order, and this is good. But tell me something. You are here because of the order.
Why is that funny?
Are you ready to die for us?
He looks like balls.
Doesn't look too healthy.
No.
Are you looking for a fight, old man?
No, I'm only asking a question. Consider carefully. For every Revanite must face the trial of death, just as Revan died at the hands of the Jedi and Sith. Death freed Revan, left him unbound from all oaths and promises. It paved his road to rebirth. Will death free you from your past?
One way or the other. I'm ready to find out.
Before us is a path. Beyond the path is a cave. A cave dedicated to Darth Revan. Initiates fall on the path. Initiates are torn apart by things inside the cave. But initiates who reach the end are reborn, remade.
Tell me more of this.
Go, and you'll see.
He's like, no, I'm not telling you more.
The cave.
Let me go. Shoot.
The cave will be more trying.
Ooh.
I'm not afraid of a little challenge.
I enjoy a
Survival is
hard
not your
trial.
Trusting
That was
the
what I
path
actually
of
said.
Darth Revan.
Yeah.
We have nothing more to discuss.
It wasn't nearly as
Go
suggestive as I was hoping.
Return to me when you reach the end of the cave.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my tears ruin. I need to get hyper syringes. I need medical equipment, but I don't know how to. Do I get it from my? Ah, here we go. Hyper syringe. I get it from bioanalysis for some reason. I would have thought it would come from that one, but okay. Let's go. scandals. Where is it? Am I just blind? There it is. Like, I'm finding it really difficult to see the nodes that I'm meant to be collecting. Maybe it's just happened, finally getting old. My eyes are failing me. You're not the ghost.
Clean up this mess.
There it is. Scan it, please. Thank you, Shay. Shay. I do appreciate that I've got emergency stealth now, so I can just escape. Like, oh no, this fight's not working. I'm just gonna meowdies. Gonna be very handy, I'm sure. I'm coming. I'm just stopping to scan all the enemies. So that's right, I'm never going to catch up. Oh, I caught up, yay! Ah, you must be Revan. Do your thing, Sith. I don't do the whole Force stuff. But apparently I'm going to try. It's the Revan. That doesn't look very comfortable. But okay. Remind me again why people want to follow him? We just got like electrocuted the fuck to death.
Because we have to overcome death.
Ah, okay. Ah! Joke's on you, we didn't quite die. There we go. Consider death overcome.
I look better alone anyway.
Apprentice Ryan Zabobo Zethna. Hello, Ryan. I mean, what kind of name is that for a Sith? Darth Ryan. Dark Lord of the Sith. Emperor Ryan. Ooh, scary. Why did it not... It's like... I joined, but it didn't join me, it just kicked me out.
You return. Dripping with the blood of the womb, you are reborn. Your old life, everything you were, all of it is dead.
Lovely.
Buried inside that cave.
I'm not sure what you mean.
In the cave you died. You stand before me, made anew. Tell me how it feels. Your obligations have vanished. Your past no longer burdens you. How does it feel to see the world reborn?
It feels different. Just different.
So it should. You've done well. And I'm proud that you've begun your new life as a Revanite. Choosing allegiance to us, first of all. Take this gift to guide you in your new life. It will remind you of what you've become. Leave now, and may the Force make you strong.
Thanks, matey. Hello, ma'am. You're kidding.
Come forward. Speak to me.
You're ridiculous, though.
We're all students of
You're
Dark
literally like
Heaven,
one
and
tree
I enjoy
away.
the company of initiates. I remember when I was like you. I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
How often does the Master ask that someone be killed?
The Master doesn't have to ask. He trusts me with that burden of judgment. I'm Ladra, once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord. I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students. I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics. But I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
I am incredibly impressed.
That's definitely not what I said.
Your praise is needed. Helping you join us will be reward enough. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
Whatever I must do to prove myself, Ladra.
That's the proper spirit. Excellent. The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grafton.
Didn't you just kill him?
Be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
I can't wait to start killing.
Speak to Torres.
You seem nice. Well adjusted is the word I'd use.
You need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the master.
Even else say fanatic?
I mean, it's just fanatics and fanatics, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all fanatics. They're all.
Right, the quest back here now.
Speak to Torin.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Tarun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
I need to know where Darth Revan's mask is, and be quick.
So, Ladra sent you. She wants me to ritually prepare you for contact with Revan's mask, eh? A pointless ceremony. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
I can tell from talking to Ladra that she's lost her mind.
I'm glad you noticed. There is a fine line.
Even though you were very impressed.
Mindless obsession.
Yep.
It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
What about my initiation?
I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask. I can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I promised Ladra I would get her the mask.
I understand, but I hope you'll think this through.
Okay. Vault in the estate of Lord
I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
Now we can just take this taxi straight back to the wall. If I deconstruct these, is it actually going to be of any benefit to me?
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Not really. Okay.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
See you in a bit.
Weapons and wrenches. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Into the estate. Brum, brum. Did you get a speeder from the fleet?
No.
We should do that at some point, just to make it. So you've got. Oh god, that guy.
Yeah.
Not pretty.
No, the ones you can buy with currency suck. They're so ugly.
There's some better ones later on, but yeah.
I mean, I have a level 75. I have 2. No, I have a level 70 and 75.
So we could pursue some of the like op ones. I think we got a team together. Some of them are pretty cool, like the Aerotech and that.
Don't you gonna like this?
Okay. Okay, what do you want first? Wait, we've been sent to 2 different ones. Mask of Riven. Laying waste. So you'll want laying waste. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. We'll do that first. Lay the waste. Almost enough where I can get field with spec.
I'm surprised you survived. So is it done? Is Gratham's son dead?
I didn't even break a sweat.
Somehow I doubt that. Doesn't say much for Gratham's security forces if a clumsy clod like you was able to bang into his private chamber and off.
Are you gonna murder him now?
I find your
If I get a chance.
amusing.
You'll find my lightsaber
If I
a
get
bit
the chance.
sobering.
Oh, there you go.
Killing the murderer of Gratham's son will solidify my cover here. Barris can replace you easily.
Barris will be needing a new spy. I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Though I'm more than capable of facing you alone, a smart man uses every advantage. And I am a smart man.
The intruder! The intruder is here! Everyone to me! Attack!
Okay. Yep, that looks like it's working out for him.
Not even a...
Nice. Good job, buddy. You almost had us.
You paying me for this?
Just straight up one-shot all those NPCs. Bye.
That was his advantage. You can't just kill his advantage. Rude.
Yeah, I know. A wonderful time.
Goodbye.
Someone clean up this mess. And stay down.
I don't need to kill those today. I'm coming.
Just jump down. Yeah, sit there, yeah.
Perfect. I feel so good. I feel so healthy.
I love how you just fall through the crack of the platform. What is that?
All the way down.
And stay down.
Kind of expecting it to just open the door.
Yes. Why is it just me?
Because I'm just watching. I mean, I'm the one with slicing skills, but you've got this. Don't worry.
Isn't this your quest too?
Yeah, but it's based on who went in first usually.
Oh, okay.
See, should have gotten the slicer to do it.
Yep, clearly.
Now we're all gonna die.
Now everyone else is gonna die.
He seems nice. Hey, buddy.
Someone clean up this mess.
Bye, buddy. Let's go bring that mask back.
Okay, so do we just teleport?
Yeah, might as well. Quick travel.
To the wall?
We can go straight to the Revenant compound.
Oh, yeah,
I
nice.
believe. Now, who are you going to return your mask to?
The insane one.
Tauren. You can take the insane one.
Oh, you're going to do Tauren, eh?
Well, we can do either one. Like we can do separate ones. It doesn't affect how we play together. I just don't join your conversation. Yeah. Now you can have that one. I can have this.
By the stars, you made it back. Did you find the Mask of Revan? Tell me you didn't let Ladra have it. She's mad, and you know it.
I decided to bring the mask to you.
You have it? That's wonderful. So that really is the mask of Darth Revan? Didn't think it would look so real somehow.
If I brought you a forgery, you'd never know.
Maybe not normally, but in this case, I can almost feel Revan's power. It's dark power. Understandable that Ladra was so obsessed with it. But then, that's exactly why the rest of the Order doesn't need to see it. The darkness was a part of Revan, but only a part.
Isn't the whole point of this Order to understand everything about Revan?
The point is to discover who Revan was and what made Revan powerful. The dark and the light. I'll tell the others here that you completed the trial of the past. No one will argue. You're not a Revanite yet, but you're one step closer. Now I have some explanations to make to Ladra. Wish me luck.
Good luck, I guess. Okay. Hello, Raymond. That's another weird name, Darth Raymond.
More initiates. The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
You have my attention.
Thought you were going to say your opinion is worthless.
Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
A reasonable security precaution?
This isn't some formality. This is one of the trials of your initiation. You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
Oh, sorry.
From what I've seen, weakness prevails among the Revanites.
Wow.
It's time you saw something more. Your pilgrimage.
Can't believe you just
starts in
say
the
that to him.
jungle.
Oh my
You'll
god,
find your first
it's
guide
so
there.
good.
He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, initiate. The jungle's dangerous, and so are the true Revanites.
Yeah, exactly. Trash.
Are we the true Revanites? Let's be friends. Best friends. Here, I'll summon up some hollows. There you go.
Oh, that was
Toxins.
trippy.
Huh?
I'm watching something and the guy was like, oh, fucking ghost cars are so trash. And Thighs went, yeah, trash.
What's a ghost car?
It's a spirit car.
I mean,
It's a
in
car
Law's,
that died.
like, really? Is that actually what it is?
No.
I mean, it might be.
There's Stephen
How
King
will
movie
we
where a car
know?
was like possessed.
Oh, okay.
Possessed.
Like Herbie.
Silver Bullet. Isn't it? No, not Silver Bullet. Riding the Bullet.
Isn't it Herbie? Is
Yeah,
that about a
Herbie
possessed car?
Yeah. True.
I only watched the Lindsay Lohan version, so I don't know if it's accurate. Level 30, nice. Did you get anything cool?
Did I level 30? Nice.
Yeah.
No.
I can now channel this while moving.
Can I follow you? Like, why don't I follow you?
There's a follow.
There we go.
There's a follow you.
But it's not an option when you're too far away, I think.
Oh, okay.
Did you shoot
Just-
something?
I'm
Ah,
scanning
no.
myself. Over and over again. I'm just different, you know? Not like other agents. So lazy.
You have come.
I even made it to the
You
circle.
who join the order. I am Dromund
That is
Kaas,
ridiculous.
Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you
Lovely.
say to me?
I haven't seen many non-human Sith.
For decades, I have served the
Now we're gonna have
Master.
to fight him.
He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the
lava.
Force. Against the Empire's traditions, he trained me.
Yeah, he was lava.
This is the way of Revan, to teach
the floor
all
was lava.
species the path to power.
I believe I understand.
Good. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all seekers?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Thank you.
Any suggestions on how to deal with this guide?
No. You will do this on your own. Seek the mercenary called SWTOR as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Okay, let's go talk to her then. She
SWTOR.
sounds nice. SWTOR. As
Also
opposed to
far away.
SWTOR.
Yep.
Just like her name suggests. Did you far away? Oh, yeah, far away. I'm just gonna scan this. And then I'll wait. Bye. Scanning. Camera scanning. Yep. Definitely a set.
What does this scanning thing do?
It heals you.
Oh. Why are you doing it?
Because it's something to do while we run halfway across the map. To go talk to this lady.
No, that's fair.
Yep. I'm going insane too. Thanks to the mask of Revan.
My
Those
character's
scan
stuck
droids
now.
are annoying.
She just... The character just gave straight up. Like you jumped over a rock and she just gave up.
Well, I've encountered a slight obstacle. Time to give up. Like a true Sith.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
It's true. I'm seeking the approval of the Inner Circle.
I'm called SWTOR.
Why does it have to be a circle?
Teach these mercenaries how to fight.
Yeah, what about a triangle?
My service to the Master is a
octagon.
matter of honor. Centuries ago, my
Or a
clan fought
dodecahedron.
Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over
Parallelogram.
Rancor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve
see
in
what
order
you're
to
saying.
ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten.
Literally, I've got subtitles on.
Revan
Yeah,
is a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
What are you
I
gonna
can
do?
fight. I'll battle the Order's enemies wherever there's need.
Good. But I need proof of that.
Of course you do.
I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. They're camped nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry. Talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
So to test, she's going to get us to murder a bunch of her friends. This is why the Empire never wins for long.
Yeah, that's right. Kill all the
like
individuals.
What?
But keeping in mind, like, these Jedi and Sith, I don't think there is a huge amount of them. Like, the game doesn't really display how few, I think.
It's like, what, a dozen or two?
Yeah. So, like, it's going to be
Not even a challenge.
affordable.
Someone clean up this mess. And stay down.
Fine.
At least this time, though, we're not pretending to be the good guys. Like, we've invaded these other campsites and murdered the bad guys. Like,
Yeah. I do like that.
There's no pretense.
Yeah.
Someone clean up this mess.
Done.
Nice. Return to SWTOR. Although she said a not so far this time. She's right there. Alright, well, let's see. If we go to our legacy... Oh, lag. There's, in character perks, there's travel to the home world. Oh, yeah. Here it is. What is it? Oh, improved speed of piloting. I could get that. That could be useful. But we want transport capital world. It's only 20,000 credits. But it means we could potentially travel to the fleet, get you out, and then just teleport straight back here.
We don't need to do that. Sorry, but... I'm not, like, super keen to go out of my way to get a really ugly mount. You know, it's gorgeous, like, fair enough.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers and grandmothers by defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
Thank you.
I'm honored.
You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the
That's
compound.
not what I said.
Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
Do we have to? Like, for real?
Then he's about to meet the next great Revanite.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our master.
Woo! I drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, where are we going? This way. Okay.
Defeated by a tree.
Defeated by a tree. My only weakness, wood. We haven't reached that stage in our middle age yet.
Why'd you jump in it?
Let's scan this.
See you in a bit.
Okay. Here you go, Kalio. Go do some quests. Thank you. I'm here.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel.
Once I finish this mission, I'm going to take a quick 5 minutes just to
The
quickly
Order
read
of
this
Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
You're awfully cheerful, aren't you?
A necessary precondition of living on the wall, I think. To keep healthy out here, one needs spirit. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? Quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
There's something wrong with wanting authority?
Not a thing. But you've got to seize it for yourself. And I'm confident you can do that without the Order's help. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
Oh, I rolled a 1. Nice.
We respond by destroying our foes. Any who speak against us will fall.
I was afraid you might say that. Alas, I'm a patriot, and I'm not interested in turning the Revenites against the Empire. This is Major Pathel to all security droids. We have a threat on the wall. Please eliminate. There. If you survive that, perhaps I'll reconsider my decision.
Cool. This is why I never make it to the second stage of interview jobs. I always get killed by the security droids on the first one.
This is too easy.
Oops. Hello, big guy. I made more friends.
Not even a challenge.
I mean, you are a hunter.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I'm not a sniper, so I'm a healer.
Well,
You're ranged and
capable of so much destruction.
I'm ranged capable.
You've got some rough edges and some misconceptions, but also potential to be of real value to the Order.
Oh.
Double-cross me and die.
Noted.
Oh my.
That's all I needed to make
Noted.
I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
I think it's time I got going.
Journey safely, and be proud to be a part of the Order of Revan.
Yay! So happy to be... Oh, we've got to defeat 12 beasts. There's a bonus objective.
Okay.
They're back down here.
Someone clean up this mess.
That's a droid. The droid's probably going to come out as beasts. Probably. That'd be my guess. That's a beast.
And stay down.
Okay. That's a beast. Yep. Four out of 12.
And stay down. Someone clean up this mess.
Are those beasts? If it's a big group of beasts, that could be really useful. No. Fine. Set initiatives. Initiate Talon. No initiatives.
Anything else?
Not even a challenge.
Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
Stay down.
I won't lie though, snipers are a lot of... We've got one of the best storylines, the agent story, and they're just a really fun playstyle. She's got massive fuck off sniper. Which is the best kind of story. There's something here for me apparently. There it is. One more beast. Beast. Oh, any more? Oh, you got it. Nice. Nicely done. Beautiful. And then we can quick travel up to the top of the hill if you want, to make it quicker.
Okay. You sure? To where?
To Ribbon. For the Ribbonite compound.
Oh, yep.
I'm coming. Yeah.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
That's good news.
You did good in this.
Oh, one by one.
Now
Yeah.
you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will
1 by 15.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Hello, Zoom.
Yeah,
It's a Zoom meeting.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
Is this where I speak to the Master?
Yes, you've earned your audience. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
Where do I find him?
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He'll be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
Hello? Big summer blowout. Look. Oh, I think I want to kick you out, sorry. It's slightly too early. Try now. There we go.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
Are you too afraid to show your face?
Silence! This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
I thought the Master was a man.
The rule serves its purpose. Besides, it felt appropriate. Revan's own gender is unclear in many of our records. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
You think a lot of yourself.
You've seen the power of Revan's path. Do you really still doubt?
Finally, a quote I can relate with.
Dromund Kaas after being reborn. Some believe
It's
Revan
something
died
I
at
would
the
say.
hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
You really think Revan replaced the Emperor?
I do. It's the only way the puzzle pieces fit.
I'm just picturing you standing just outside the tent talking into her communicator.
For
while
decades,
we're
the Emperor
like
has been
5
in
feet away.
seclusion. The
Having
Dark
this
Council
conversation.
no longer speaks with him. The
It's a
only
brilliant intermittent
explanation
image.
is this. The Dark Council betrayed them
draw it.
and unlocked Emperor Revan. Seizing power for themselves, they seek to silence us because we know.
We shouldn't let them get away with this.
We won't. It will take many years to free the Emperor, however, and first I need your help on a different matter. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
What makes you think I won't betray you instead?
You're one of us now. I put my trust in you, Revanite. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you have spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
I'm gonna start that again. Later.
Wait, what?
As you wish. Huh?
If that is your will, Master, then I obey.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
So strong. Mucho strong.
It's a smart strategy to say you can't come back here, because there's no way you can betray at that point, because you can talk about them, but then if you reveal yourself, everyone will know.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
But I mean, we could just tell the guy that she's the master and then she'll get murdered.
Where are we gonna go?
Or I just took the speeder to the wall. I mean, you could just quick drive to the wall, it'll probably be faster. Because it's literally
it's
the
just
next
not
one
on my
over.
map.
Yeah, it's the next one right there. That one, yeah.
No, I see that, but like the quest wasn't popping up.
Ah, yeah. That's cool. A little robot. There we go. Nope. I don't think you can holocall while speeding, can you?
Does not let me know.
Ah, the subtle, silent agent. I am sorry you had to see Sith so weak as the Revenites. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
It was a man. Couldn't learn his name, but he wore this.
Holocall, so you can't betray.
Oh,
what would you?
That will be enough.
What would you have said?
A symbol of rank or affiliation, or yes. I know.
I was trying to press number 2.
How did you obtain it?
I wouldn't let you because you holocalled. Sometimes doesn't let you do things.
I can be very persuasive.
I can be very
My master,
persuasive.
Darth Jarnus, taken from the Order of Revan. Speak to no one of this. I will deal with my master myself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take your payment for my own keepings. It is all I can offer you without alerting Darth Jarnus. Leave now. We cannot be seen together any longer, and I have much to do.
May the Order of Revan soon be destroyed, along with all enemies of the Empire.
Yes. Death to all who oppose us.
I got a helmet. Is it gonna be? It's gonna be a pretty helmet, isn't it? No, it's not. It's gonna be a terrible helmet. We're not gonna wear that. Bad to have made that choice. Okay, I'm gonna head to Imperial Intelligence, and then I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in like 5 or so minutes. Do you want to keep doing stuff, guys, or do you want to take a 5-minute break too?
Should we end it there?
Bio. Oh, we could do, yeah. We could end it here and pick it up next time. Well, in that case, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the song requests, Indy. That was fun.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic.
I didn't have to pay for that one.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a freebie, a free extra at the end.
Can touch my
For
head
sticking around.
and everything everywhere.
Is that an offer or a threat, Thais? Excuse me, fuck. I choked on my own saliva. Thanks for coming. I don't know if we should be apologizing. But yeah, tomorrow is a Troopers game day, so if you want to hang out with us and play some games, feel free to drop it in the Discord below. Depending on what we're doing, we might be streaming it too. Who knows? We haven't decided that yet. It's all going to be played out by ear. Otherwise, join us next week for some more Minecraft. It's all in our schedule below. Yes, and also socials. We have them. I'm really good at this outro thing. Socials, we have them. They're double as well. Yeah. Including the YouTube archive. Yeah, I nailed it. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Thanks for joining, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.